Hey, hey,
Okay.
hey, y'all know what time it is. I don't know why I look like this, but it's okay, y'all. What up? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Let's go. Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Why? Why? Because it's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Let's go. What up, what up, what up? And welcome to another episode of the iBall Radio live call-in show. I'm your host, D-Will, the coach, in the building with my guy, producer extraordinaire on the ones and twos. Breeze in the building. What up, Breeze?
Oh, what's good?
Yes, sir. Another day, another dollar inside the iBall Radio studios here live in Montgomery, Alabama. And it's raining outside, man. It's storming outside. We were about this close to not even making it up in here today. But for y'all, we sacrificed it all, and we are here. We are here. I don't know why I look like this. If I look a little funny to y'all right now, whether you're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, wherever you're streaming us right now, man, if I look a little funny, I'm sorry, man. We can't really do nothing about that. We tried to play with it before the show, man. We were like, forget it. Whatever it is what it is, man. We're going to come in here and knock the show out, man, and talk about these kids in the state of Alabama who deserve their name being called right here to gain recognition.
Yes.
And Breezy, man, for all that don't know, the iBall TDB Elite Skills Camp went down this past weekend. Hit the horns for that, Breezy.
It did.
I have since lost count, Breezy, right? I have since lost count. I don't know how many offers that came out of there, bro.
Yeah, a lot.
It's been I think 4 more came out today.
A lot.
Right? So salute and shout out to everybody who came to camp, participated in camp. And for those who have received offers from camp, man, salute to y'all, man. It's a testament to showing up and showing out. A lot of guys probably didn't get offers, but a lot of guys put themselves on the map. And a lot of times that's all it takes, right? It's all it takes is showing up.
On the radar.
Yeah, just get on the radar, man. Your time is coming. What do we say? Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Right?
Can't do that.
I want y'all to really pay attention to what I just said. Comparison is the thief of joy. If you continue to compare yourself to the person next to you, you'll never be happy. You'll never be happy, and you'll never get what you want out of whatever you're trying to accomplish, man. So always run your race, man. Graham Gossett in the building. What up, chat?
What up, chat?
Chat in the building, man. Listen, we're gonna make this a little quick show tonight. Like I said, man, the weather's bad outside. As of right now, it's on and off. One of those things, man. It looks like
Breezy got to go to work.
Yeah, and Breezy got to go in tonight. So we gonna make it a little quick tonight, man. But we do got a couple of things to talk about, man. We got a couple of things to announce. We're gonna tease. I teased it at the end of the last show, man. But I'm gonna start off this show with it. Be on the lookout, man. In September.
Yes.
In September.
Yep.
We're close to announcing it tomorrow. We might even open it up on Monday, and that is the iBall Radio Junior Skills Camp. That's right, man. iBall Radio Junior Skills Camp for class of 2022 to 2034. Do you hear that? We're going 2032 to 2034. Now, let me explain this to y'all for a minute. Some people might be like, man, why are y'all going all the way down there? Right? Why y'all? Listen, as y'all know, high school basketball is our wheelhouse. That's what we focus on. That's what we locked into. But here's the thing I want to tell you. We are here to grow the game of basketball in the state of Alabama as a whole, right? Like, we're just not talking about these kids and evaluating whoop-de-whoop, running the website. We're not just doing that, camps and all this. We're just not doing that to do it. We're doing that to better the game of basketball in the state of Alabama, which would give our kids here, our prospects here, more of an opportunity and a chance.
Exactly.
Right? So how can we do that wholeheartedly, right? Not just talk about it, but actually put action into it. And that is, man, we're starting our iBall Radio Junior Skills Camp. We didn't put the elite word in there, right? Because they're young kids, right? Nobody's elite at that age, right? So this is a Junior Skills Camp. And again, the reason we're doing it is to we're trying to better the entire scope of basketball in the state of Alabama. And what better way to do that than go all the way down to the bottom?
Exactly.
Right. Let's go all the way down to the bottom and let's start teaching. So by the time those kids get to the age of middle school and high school, they know how to play. that gives them a better chance. So when we start to really deep dive into their evaluation and say, this is what they could be, this is what they project to be, when we get there, these kids will have been in the cycle with us at iBall Radio for years then.
Right.
So they will be learning the game the right way, whether they learn it the right way at their at the Y, whatever league they play in, youth league, whether they learn it from their AAU coach, with their middle school coach, their high school coach, whether none of those people in their life ever teach them the game of basketball.
Right.
We would be doing the game a disservice if we didn't take that initiative and teach the game of basketball.
Yeah, you got to teach them young.
We can't say, oh, they didn't learn, that's their fault. When we have an opportunity to and we have a platform to put out there to give them the teaching that they need. So since that's being the case, man, the iBall Radio Junior Elite Skills Camp is on the way in September, man. We will be back at Spain Park High School. Shout out to Spain Park High School.
Yes, sir.
Rachel Latch, Coach Black, man, for continuing to open up the doors in Hoover City Schools, for continuing to open up the doors and let us in there to do our thing, man. So we will be back at Spain Park High School in September. That date will be announced very, very, very soon. I might drop it tomorrow. And so if you know any kids from the class of 2032 to the class of 2034, right? I think that's second, third, and fourth grade, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, that's second, because 2031 is that's third, fourth, fifth grade. Third, fourth, fifth grade. Because 2031 is seventh grade, right? So I don't know one of them, man. One of them grades. I don't know. But I will say this. Marcus Perry Jr. in the building. What up, nephew?
What up?
Yeah, man. So listen, we're going all the way down and we're gonna start teaching the game from the ground level to make sure these kids at an early age learn the game the right way, which will give them more of an opportunity to pick up what they want out the game, whether it be play college basketball, whether it be develop into the greatest coach of all time, whatever it may be, right? Whatever it may be, however we can help them fall in love with the game of basketball, because it's a lot of jobs to be done in basketball. We're going to do that. So we just wanted to announce that, man. The iBall Radio Junior Skills Camp is on the way. So if you have any kids from the class of 2032 to the class of 2034, tap in with us, sign up, get them in camp. It will be a limited number of players. This will not be the iBall Radio Elite Skills Camp that we just had this past weekend. It will not be that, right? It will not be that many bodies in the building. So we are keeping this to a limited number. I'm conversing with some people right now to say, all right, man, what will be a good number, right? What will be a good number to bring in so we can have a successful camp and get accomplished what we want to get accomplished with the kids of that age group. So that's going down coming up next month in September. Darian Reddick in the building. What up, nephew? Hey, man. Let's talk about this though, man. A lot of things I want to talk about actually real quick. We dropped an article today, 2027 standouts from camp this past weekend. You can go to iBallRadio.com right now to check that out. Like I said, go to iBallRadio.com, get your iBallRadio.com subscription so you can be able to read all the content that we're dropping on a daily basis. Also, your premium subscription. If you want to watch our show, Coach's Corner, it is behind the premium subscription paywall. Go get your premium subscription, and you will be able to watch all of those episodes from Coach's Corner. We just did another one yesterday. We just recorded another episode on yesterday with Coach Austin Hardiman, assistant coach at Bevel, who came through the camp on Saturday. And
he dropped some different knowledge.
Yeah, he gave it to you a whole different way. Like you say, he blunt. He what they call it, straight no chaser.
Yeah,
right. He ain't sugarcoating. He ain't sugarcoating nothing. So but they have already offered kids out of camp. I think Royan Spears picked up an offer from Bevel State already. So salute to him. I think Royan also picked up a offer from Calhoun today.
Yeah.
Right. And then Isaiah McClain picked up an offer from Calhoun today. So, man, listen, multiple offers have went out from the iBall TDB Elite Skills Camp this past weekend. If you were in the building, man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm
Shout
sorry.
out to you if you was there.
Shout out to you if you was there, because your opportunity was had. You're on the radar and people are now paying attention, man. But I did drop an article today. Still, I'm gonna mess this up. Stills A 36 said she loved him. Yeah, wait till you see the interview. You're gonna love him even more. Wait till you see the interview drop on iBallRadio.com. We'll probably drop that this weekend or early next week. We'll have that up on the website for you. We're about to drop, I think we got to drop Noah Croak. I think I might have dropped Noah Croak already, but if not, we still got to drop Coach Blake Stinson from UVA Wise, dropping that D2 knowledge on us, right? So we had the D2 knowledge last week. We got JUCO knowledge this week. We got some more JUCO and Division I coming up next week, man. So be on the lookout for that because we already got our 2 interviews booked for next week. I got a call. I got a text early this morning from Sydney Ball, Alabama State. We're going to have him on real soon.
Gotcha.
He hit me up early this morning, like 7 something. Like he's still working out the time limits and logistics, man. So we're going to get Alabama State assistant coach Sydney Ball on very, very soon. Also, what's up, Nina? What's up? But I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I dropped the article. Well, before I go into the article and start talking about these guys and drop this, I don't think that's a real call. I think that's spam. I'm just if you were a real call back because it said spam risk, and if you spam risk, I'm not answering. But I will say this, Breezy. A lot of people have been talking about camp, right? It has really been the talk of the week in Alabama for Alabama high school basketball for this state this week.
Yeah,
and
makes sense.
It does. And I've been getting a lot of feedback. All of it's been good. You know what I mean? All of it's been good. But I have had some people reach out asking for either evals or will you take a look at me? Hey, can you look at my highlight? Can you look at my page and tell me what you think? Type thing, right? And I done got a couple of them. I guess they saw the camp and they were like, oh, let me see if I can get it. Here's the thing, bro. We say this all the time. It's going to be very hard for us to come to you to catch you all the time, right? So with that being the case, when we create platforms for you to come in to get evaluated, you got to do it.
Yeah, you got to show up.
You got to show up. You can't not show up and then hit and be like, yo, will you evaluate me? Bro, we just had a platform where we evaluated over 90 kids and all of those evals are coming out and we're dropping write-ups on them going right now. Bro, that was your opportunity. Now, I could possibly come see you during the basketball season if your school is on the iBall Radio Game of the Week list because we booked up just about every Tuesday and Friday going into the season. So every Tuesday and Friday, you're going to see me and Breezy on the road at somebody's school covering some game of the week, right? So my point is, bro, if I understand your evals are important, right? And the connections that we have could really help you out, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We understand that. That's why we're here doing what we do because that's what we want to do. We want to be able to help you out. But my thing is, Breezy, what we say all the time, you got to put some skin in the game, right? You can't expect us to come out and evaluate we evaluate the entire state. We just don't evaluate our area. We evaluate from the top of the map to the bottom of the map and everything in between. So if we're moving up and down the map like that and you get an opportunity to get in front of us, bro, that's your opportunity to get your evaluation right there.
Exactly.
Right? Like that's your opportunity to get it. Now, for those that hit me up this week, I'm not saying stop hitting, right? But next time we hopefully we'll be able to see you during the season because that's the next time we'll really be able to get out there and see guys play is when the season starts. Right. So hopefully you play somewhere that we'll be able to pull up on, but if not, or be somewhere that it's going to be very sad. Our schedule packed, bro. It's going to be very rare that we just pop up in a jam on a random night.
We give you opportunities.
Yeah, it's going to be very rare that we just pop up in the gym on a random night because, bro, we just, like I say, we're booked this year. Right? We booked and busy, which is a good thing. So we're going to be bringing you a lot of coverage from a lot of games and talking about a lot of players from certain schools throughout the season. And it's not any bias. Don't start going there. Bro, these are the teams and schools that reached out to us. These are the teams and schools that we reached out to, and we got more to reach out to put y'all on schedule because we have some open dates. High schools, hey, listen, players, parents, coaches, if you're watching right now, if you have available games in November, we got dates in November. December is just about booked. We might have 2 or 3 dates available in December, right? So December is just about booked. So if you want to get in November and January and February, you need to go ahead and book your dates now, right? I understand February really starts playoff time, so you really need to get in your November and your January, right? If you got games and you want iBall Radio to come out and cover your game, put a spotlight on your game, put a spotlight on your program and your players and your community, hit us up, man. We got slots available. Dates are filling up fast. So if you want one, hit us up in the DM or hit us on an email at info@iballradio.com. That's info@iballradio.com. So with all that being said, man, let's jump into articles, man, that we dropped this week. We highlighted some players in the class of. Did we talk about the other one the other night? Let me see. Did we talk about that one? When we dropped this article. Big chill, Will. Big chill, Will. You know we live on the air before you start talking crazy. You see what time it is. It's Thursday night. We live on the air. What it do, Big chill, Will? Uh-oh, I ain't even put him on yet. Sorry. Big chill.
Do your thing.
Big chill. Sorry,
I'm in daddy mode, so hey, do your thing.
Nah, man, we didn't even hear you. I ain't had you up. My fault, cuz.
Blackman. Number 4, J.J. Williams.
What'd you say?
Number 9, Jake McConnell.
I say I'm at this football game. I'm in daddy mode, so listen. I hit y'all up. I know y'all doing y'all thing on air. Do your thing. I'll talk with you later.
All right. This dude here. I'm not, listen, it's not only am I not at work, I'm at the football game and I'm going to call in and forget that I'm calling in during the time of the show that I'm supposed to be on. That dude wild, bro.
I'm in daddy mode.
Yeah, he in daddy mode because he had to take Booby to the game, man. You already know.
Right.
His high school football season has kicked off tonight. So we dropped this article 2 days ago, man, kind of highlighting some guys from the camp. We put out our 2026 Floor Generals article, which was it highlighted, like I say, some of the top point guards from camp in the class of 2026, some guys who really showed up and showed out and put themselves on the map. Let's just run through this real quick. Like, man, if you want to read, you want to see these full breakdowns, man, and write-ups on each one of these guys, go to iBallradio.com, get your standard or premium subscription, and you'll be able to read all of these articles. But first on the list, man, Cody Calhoun. That's our guy, Cody Calhoun, Pike Road High School. Pike Road. That was your guy, Breezy. That was one of the guys you already said is going to be on your list.
Yeah.
Once we start dropping our evaluators list, Breezy already said Cody Calhoun's one that's going to be, because he came to me. You came to me during camp and was like, man, who number one in the black? He hooping, right? So Cody Calhoun, Pike Road High School. The cool thing about Cody, he was originally from Montgomery, lived here when he was younger, right? So he used to follow us years ago when he was 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grade. And then he moved out of state, right? He moved out of state for a couple of years, and now he's back, right? Back for his senior season, and he's enrolled at Pike Road. So he should do a lot for Coach Mickelson over there at Pike Road, really give him another point guard, another guy who can really get it done next to Jordan Hamilton, who over there, who also played in the North-South game. So but Cody's a long, still rail thin, but a long point guard who can really score. He can shoot it. He's a really good passer, right? And the thing I liked about him most at camp was me seeing him younger and haven't been able to really evaluate him over the last couple of years, seeing how he's matured and grown and how his game has grown over the years. I was really impressed. That's why I think very seriously he's going to put himself in a position to really get looks at the next level as he goes through this basketball season, right? He's going to have to jump back on radars, right? He's going to have to jump back on radars, and here's a good stepping stone to do that by getting your name called on the broadcast tonight. But my thing is, I think he has potential for the next level, and it's going to be up to Coach Mickelson and Pike Road to put him in a situation that he can showcase his skills, and they got to win some games, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You win some games, man, you'll be able to really get yourself out there. Next up is Darian Reddick. He picked up an offer from Calhoun, if I'm not mistaken, from camp, and I think somebody else, I think he picked up another offer today from a Division II, if I'm not mistaken, I think. But I did see he posted something today about picking up another offer. So salute to him. But
sure.
Man, listen, I said in the article, man, when you go read it, this is one guy you don't want to be caught on an island with.
Right.
He got real island work.
Yeah, you're going to be on the flow.
Yeah, man. He can really break you down, and he wants to get downhill, right? Now, he has a really good pull-up game in the mid-range, and he can shoot it off the dribble from 3, right? But his game is predicated on him putting you on an island, putting you on skates, getting downhill, and he has a really good body for a point guard, right? He's somebody who can endure that contact and endure that physicality that it takes to play point guard on a collegiate level, right? He has that physicality and body already. And like I say, he likes to get downhill and he finishes well through contact. So he was another one, man, that showed very, very well at camp, and all the offers and things that he is getting so far. Please believe he's gonna it's only gonna increase with how he's gonna be able to play at McAdory this year. Now that's gonna be a young basketball team. They lost a lot of size by losing the Whitted brothers, right? Jacoby did a lot for that team, so a lot more is gonna be placed on the shoulders of Darian Reddick. Now I think he's capable, but he's gonna have to put his team in situations to win, because that's only gonna help raise his stock if he can lead and carry that young team to somewhere that people probably don't have them predicted to go this upcoming season.
Right.
But I'm trying to run through this pretty quick, man. Another one on the list, man. Tyler Hollifield, Pinson Valley. Another one of those Pinson point guards. We know Pinson is point guard you. Let's not even front, right? If you just go back in time over the last several years,
Right.
I mean several years,
Down.
It goes down. That's point guard you. Coach Barber does a great job with his guards. We talked about it all last season, how small he was, how he had no size, how they couldn't get it done because he was small, but we forgot that's point guard you. He had guards all over the floor, and Tyler Hollifield is just another one of those guards. Now, he's a guy who's had to play behind a bunch of guys over the years, right? He's a class 2026 kid. He's had to play behind Wu. He's had to play behind Caleb. He's had to play behind TC. He's had to play behind, you know what I'm saying? So he's a kid that's been there for a while, but it's been so many great point guards over the last several years come out of Pinson. He's just now about to get his chance, right?
About to shine.
But he still got to play next to Quay. But we know Quay is a knockdown shooter, and Tyler is also a very good shooter, mid-range and from deep. So that's, again, Pinson's going to have those guards out there really, really, really putting pressure on defenses and offenses the way they guard. And the reason I say offense is because of this next kid, and that's Jalen Pritchett. Bulldog.
Nice.
A bulldog defensively.
That boy right there, something else.
He's something else. Hey, listen, it's a mixtape coming out on him. I got Conductions who was at camp, documenting the whole day. He hit me up. He was like, "Hey man, is it cool if in one of these recaps, is it cool to have cussing in it?" I was like, you know what I'm saying, man? Try to keep it to a minimal. And I hit him. I'm like, Jalen Pritchett. He was like, yes. Because, hey, bro, he wasn't playing the radio.
You already know.
He wasn't playing the radio with him. But that's another guard who really showed his toughness, showed his ability to score. He has a really good handle on him. He's shifty, right? So he's another kid that's going to garner some attention from colleges and will play on the next level. What level that'll be, I don't know. But I think he is somebody who has the potential to play college basketball if he sees that's what he wants to do. And let's just continue with it. Another one on this list, Quay Lynch. We just mentioned him, right?
Yes, sir.
Another guy who Quay really lit camp up. If I'm not mistaken, I know he had one offer, but I know for a fact he has another one coming, because I was already told that this school was going to offer them. When they're going to do it, I'm not sure, but they've already told me they're going to offer Quay here in the next week or so. So he's going to pick up multiple offers out of camp. But like I said, we've always known about Quay. We talked about it. We documented him on this platform several times. Knockdown shooter. Now he's getting a chance to turn around and be the lead guard at Pinson, right? Even though he has Tyler, he has Jalen, he has Braylon, he has guys on the floor with him and it's a bunch of those 2028s. We hadn't even got to those 2028s that Pinson had in the gym that's really going to be beneficial and help them out this year. But Quay is going to be a guy who's going to be ahead of that snake at Pinson.
Exactly.
Right? So he's going to be ahead of that snake. We're going to how Pinson goes is how Quay's going to go this year. And he showed this past weekend, bro, that he is one of the top guards in the state, right? And shout out to him for showing up and showing out. But I talked about these guys on the last episode, so I'm going to run through them real quick. And I call these guys two of the top guys I saw in camp all weekend, and that's Isaiah McLean from Minor and Andy Alls from Pelham. Both of them picked up offers from camp. Isaiah, like I mentioned earlier, just picked up an offer today from Calhoun. Those two guys were, cream of the crop in the gym, if you ask me, right? In the 26 class, you could just tell that AO has been in that environment before. You could tell he knew how to approach it. He knew how to get things done that he wanted to get done. And something about AO that people don't know, man, he's one of the best on-ball defenders and has one of the highest defensive IQs and overall basketball IQs of anybody in the state. Any coach that gets them on their campus next year is going to get a high IQ guy that's going to be ready to come in immediately and play.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what you want.
That's what you want, man. You want guys who can come in out of high school and be immediate factors, whether that's in the best way to do that, of course, is defensively, right? If you can get on the court defensively, then you can do what you need to do offensively. But they're going to love him when they see his defensive IQ and how he understands the game and how he plays. So shout out to SMB, man. He's been running with them from the beginning. They've done a really good job for him. And also Coach Black over at Thompson, when he was there before he went over to Spain Park. And now as he's moved over to Pelham, they've done a really good job of utilizing him and really putting him in positions to showcase his skills. Isaiah McClain, man, like I say, probably one of the top point guards in the state in the class of 2026, a lottery guy, somebody who, you know, in my opinion, is a fringe D1 guy, right? I really believe going into next season, I think that Isaiah McClain coming out of next season, I think Isaiah McClain will be a Division I point guard.
Okay.
I think the SWAC should be knocking down his door.
Right.
The A-Sun should be knocking down his door. The Southland should be knocking down his door. I think that he is that caliber basketball player that he can go straight D1 out of high school, regardless of his size, his IQ, his ability to score, his tenacity. Dude, the kid never gets tired. He's one of those guys that it don't matter. If y'all quit playing, I don't care. I'm not quit playing. I will never quit playing. I'm going to play hard the entire time out on the floor. So he's one of those guys that I really, really believe that is a fringe D1 guy that should be getting some of those D1 looks throughout the season. And will he sign D1? I don't know. But should he? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
So that was our 2026 floor general list that we dropped a couple of days ago. Make sure you go read that right now, iBallRadio.com. Troy Hoops in the building. What up, Troy?
What up?
Troy's a 2029 kid that we really tracking right now. Hate that he wasn't in camp. Should have been in camp. He would have got a chance to really get looked at a whole lot more. But of course, he got, like I say, he's a 2029 kid, so he has a lot of time. So we'll definitely be able to catch him and put him in our environment and put him through the ringer and see what it is. But what it do, nephew? Austin Hardeman, he say he coached him in middle school. That's what's up.
That's what's up. It's a small world.
Small world, man. Small basketball community, man. That's what we're trying to bring together. We're trying to link everything together through the state of Alabama through basketball, dog. Right? Say what you want to say. That's our mission, and that's how we going about it.
That's what it's gonna be.
We ain't stopping. We don't care what nobody say. But another article we just dropped on today, man. If you haven't went and seen it, make sure you go to iBallRadio.com and read the article. We dropped our 2027 standouts. We call that the next wave, right? The next wave. The 2027 class is the next wave of course, because they're juniors now. Because that 26 class is, you know, they're going to start phasing themselves out here. They're in their senior year. They're in their last go-round. They don't have any more AAU unless they want to play after their senior year. But their actual AAU's life is ended, and they're stepping into their final basketball season. So that 2027 class is the next wave, right? It's the next wave of guys. And it was a good bit of 27s. It was more 26s and 28s in the building than 27s. But the 27s that showed up, really, they made an impression, right? And here's the good thing about that, Breeze. Some of those 27s I wasn't familiar with.
Okay, right.
And me and you had this conversation several times about that 2027 class is a class that we kind of missed out on, right? Due to what, you know, what I was going through personally over the last year and a half, almost 2 years now. I kind of took a year off. Took a year off, and that 2027 class was the class that was coming through at that time, that if that year, which was the 2023-2024 basketball season, that was the year they went to high school, went to the 10th grade, really start playing on varsity and things of that nature. So, and we didn't do a camp that year, right?
Exactly.
So we weren't able to really identify that class. So that's a class we kind of behind on. Right. That's why I haven't dropped the ranking for that class, because I really had to do a deep dive and really start to evaluate that class deeply. Right. Because I don't just pull out BS. Right. I just don't throw names on the list just to throw names on the list.
I won't do that.
Our rankings might be slow, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we're really going to do our due diligence to get as close to right as we possibly can. There is no exact science. There is no right answer. But due to our opinion, we want to make sure we adequately evaluate as many players as we possibly can to make sure we give them their due diligence, right? So that's the reason we hadn't dropped the 2027. But the 2027s that stood out, man, I'm starting with the top player on this list. The top player on this list, in my opinion, was 2027 shooting guard, 6'3" from Clay Chalkville, DeMar Hinton. I know I talked about DeMar on the last show.
True.
Right? I kind of gave a breakdown on the last show. But, bro, he has shown me so freaking much. And I'm going to tell you what, outside of what I've seen from him, outside of what I saw on Saturday, I'm going to tell you what I've been seeing from him that I love. He's a worker, dog. Like, he's a grinder. Like, he was in the gym 7 a.m. before camp on Saturday.
Right.
Sunday morning, he was back in the gym.
That's dedication.
Man, listen, he wants it, right? And if for a kid who wants it and who has the ability that he has, who has the physical makeup that he has, that translates to the next level, he gonna get everything he want, bro.
Right, you gonna get right. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, Hardiman said Pritchard is tough. He is, bro. He's a dog. Mike Flight, we got our coaches in the building, man. Austin Hardiman in the building. Like I say, we just had him on yesterday from Bevel State. And then we got Coach Mike Flight in the building. Say 2027 is loaded. Assistant coach over at Calhoun, man, who is also, like I said, throwing out offers from camp, man. Salute to both of those guys for coming in on Saturday and locking in with us, man, and really being able to see the talent in the state and be impressed by some of that talent in the state and send out offers to them to have them come in and be on their radar. Coach Richardson in the building, Clay Chalk, the head coach in the building. What it do, Coach?
What it do, Coach?
So, yeah, man. Also, though, also on this list, man, the number 2 player on this list, in my opinion, and this is a player who I got a call from some people about him earlier this week, and I know for a fact that a school is about to offer him. Is coming this week. I'm sure. I'm almost positive it'll be coming this week. But that is, Kendarius Steele, 6'7", power forward from Hoover. I had a conversation about him earlier this week. Somebody called me and was like, what's up with Kendarius Steele? Where did he play last summer? Who did he play with? He played with the Fusion. They was like, tell me about it, right? What you think? I was like, man, he was just at camp. He is somebody who he was buried at Hoover, right? And unfortunately, it's not much you could do about that, right? As Breezy hooking up the camera, y'all, don't worry. I'll be right back. Y'all see this pretty face again real soon. But as we say, man, he was somebody that was buried at Hoover. And that's not a bad thing because we know how good Hoover's been. 3-time state champion, 3 times in a row. So we understand that that's what it is. However, I will say this. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know why spam coming through tonight, bro.
Spamming us tonight.
It's spamming us tonight, bro. But yeah, man, what I was talking. Kendarius Steele. Yeah. So this was a kid, bro, who, like, I really wanted to pay attention to him in camp. And something that I saw from him, I got him listed as a power forward, but he's a hybrid, right? I think depending on the level that he goes to, once he does graduate and get on the college level, I think on a certain level that he'll be able to step out on the wing, right? He has the size, you know what I'm saying, to go between both. Now, he could be a stretch 4, pick and pop 4. Now, he needs to shoot it a little better. He'll have to improve that jump shot. But right now, he runs the floor like a deer. He's a hell of a rebounder, and he finishes very, very, very well around the rim. And during skill work, I was really paying attention to him when he was in Coach Barber's session, right? I was watching him closely because Coach Barber was doing a lot of finishing moves, right? A lot of downhill finishing moves, right? Same hand, same foot. Reverse layups, things of that nature that test your footwork and test your skill level when it comes to ball skills, right? And I really he impressed me. He was doing things, he was making a lot of guard-like moves when I thought he was really mainly a post player, right? So with some more development, bro, he has a chance to be able to step out and do some things out on the wing. And what I'm saying, bro, is we sleep on Hoover.
Right.
I think I know. I'm not gonna say we. I know I didn't give Hoover much of a chance this year, right? I haven't. especially once they lost Caleb Wilson to Oxford. I was like, ooh, that's gonna hurt, right? But I understand with Jackson Sheffield coming back, Melo June, and Kendarius Steele, bro, that's a problem.
That's a whole problem.
That's when you talking about 6'10, 6'6, 6'7, bro, you still big as hell. We always known Hoover to be huge. Bro, they still huge, right? So I think Kendarius is gonna fit in right very, very well next to Melo June and Jackson Sheffield this year, man. Like I say, my concern is gonna be with Hoover's guard play. Right. I know they got the Millen kid over there, but it's gonna be Hoover's guard play is really what I'm gonna be paying attention to this upcoming year. But next on this list, man, Brayton Walker from Athens High School. Now we got a game with Athens coming up in November. They're gonna be on one of our iBall games of the week. So I'm really anxious to see him. He had 13 3-pointers in a game last year, like really lit it up. He came into camp. When he came in, I'm looking like, okay, this is a shooter. Right, he's gonna be able to he's gonna be shooting the basketball, and that he did do. Right, he didn't disappoint there. Right. Okay, but what he also showed me is, bro, he can run a team.
Yeah,
he can play the point guard position. He's just not a shooter. That, hey man, I'm just pass me the ball, let me shoot. I don't want to do nothing else. I just want to shoot. Right now, his toughness needs to improve. Right at that point guard position, that physicality. Because, like I say, on the collegiate level, you got to be able to withstand. But these are guys that are just going into their junior year, right? We're projecting them forward, but they're going into their junior year. So it's going to be interesting to see how Brayton plays out. But he showed very well at camp. Like I say, he showed that he's just not a shooter. He showed that there's other things he can do on both ends of the floor, which is going to put him in a really good position going forward. Now, this next guy, I kind of spoke about him on the last show too, but I got to mention him again. And that's Xavier Edwards, Tuscaloosa County High School. This guy really impressed Big Chill. Big Chill called me to the side a couple times like, D, Black 3, bro. Black 3. Black 3. You need to pay attention to Black 3. And Black 3 was Xavier Edwards. Strong guard, bro. But what I saw, and Chill kept trying to tell me, and Coach John did too. Coach John told me Black 3. They like how tough he is. When I was watching him, when I got a chance to watch him and sit down and pay it, bro, he was shooting the basketball.
Yeah.
He was knocking down shots. So I'm talking about from deep, off the dribble 3-pointers. If you got a guy who can shoot it off the dribble, you got something, right? That's somebody who you could put the ball in the hand and say, give me a bucket. And on the high school level, a lot of times, you're going to need somebody to just go out there and get you a bucket sometimes. Yeah. A lot of these coaches try to manufacture too many buckets through running sets, running offense, and these type of things. Sometimes you just got to have Jimmys and Joes. And Xavier is a guy that at Tuscaloosa County, they're going to be able, next to Zy Davis, they're going to be able to just give him the basketball and say, go get me a bucket when things break down. And if that happens, man, watch out for Tuscaloosa County. Watch out for Tuscaloosa. I ain't saying how far they can go, but I'm saying they should be a very formidable and good basketball team, especially with that backcourt that they have with Zy Davis and Xavier Edwards. Next on the list, man, Grant Smith. Grant Smith is a kid that I got to watch a little bit last year. Long and lanky, 6'6", 6'7", pick and pop 4, stretch 4, that can shoot the 3 ball. But I'm going to tell you what I saw from him that impressed me the most this past weekend. He ain't afraid to mix it up inside, right? When you look at his frame, you can be like, he might not want contact, right? But watching him, he's much stronger and much more physical than his frame says, right? And a college program can fix that frame. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what Coach said yesterday. I can fix certain things.
I can fix certain things. And with his skill set, his ability to shoot the 3 ball, his ability to rebound the basketball and be tough, his ability to guard in pick and roll situations and guard on the block. Now, all of those things have to improve. They don't need to improve. They have to improve if he wants to move on to the next level. However, he has some intangibles and some things that a college coach is going to be willing to work with.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at that size, 6'6", 6'7", that can shoot the 3 and step out, play in the mid, you're going to like that, bro.
Check mark.
Check mark. I'm checking the box on Grant Smith for sure. Next on the list, man, and I'm going to tell you, this person made me mad because he messed up my graphic, right? He messed up my graphic. Jason Payne from Florence.
Okay. Well,
he ain't take a headshot. Leslie, hey, our girl Leslie in the building. What up, Leslie?
What up? What up?
He ain't take no headshot, Breezy. So I had him in the article already, right? I had him in the article already. But I had to just go find a picture to put up there because I didn't have, everybody got a headshot on the picture except him, right? So I had to hit him and tell him. I almost took you out the article because of that, but you played well, so I left you in. I almost took you out the article because of that. But like I said, you played well, so I left you in. But yeah, Jayceon is a kid that I watched. Me and you watched him up close and personal last year in the state championship game.
Yep.
When they competed, they lost to Hoover, but they competed very, very well. And he had a really good showing. Big, strong guard. He has the body to withstand. And like I said, we got an iBall radio game of the week with Florence also coming up this season. They are going to be December 2nd. I think we got them December 2nd versus Homewood at Florence. So I think
wear your shirt.
I think
Hey, Coach, I need me a shirt, Coach.
Hey, tell Coach. Hey, Coach Burson, Breezy said you need a shirt
Let
too.
me get a large, Coach.
He said he need one too. Yeah, I'm gonna put my Nike hoodie on for sure. But yeah, man. I would say this, bro. Like Jayceon is big, strong guard. He was a contributing factor on that Florence squad last year, and is going to be a leading factor on the squad coming back this year. So with him taking on more of that lead role, it's going to be interesting to see. And like I said, we're going to be able to get it up close and personal. But he showed very well this past weekend, also at camp, and deserved a mention in this article. Also on this list, bro. I kind of talked about him last show too. Dalton Black, Hewitt Trustville. One of the, like I say, man, him and Brendan Davis are battling for the most smooth and efficient scores in the state, right? Like they don't have a lot of extra movement. They're not gonna be moving extremely fast. They're just 6'4", long, lanky guys who can score it from all three levels, but it looks good when they do it.
Right.
Like Dalton, make it look good. Dalton's release on his jump shot is smooth, right? It comes out of his hand very, very well. And being 6'4", he has a natural fade to his shot, right? And when you got somebody at that shot, that size, that has a natural fade to their shot, that's going to be hard to contest when they're standing 6'4", 6'5". And like I say, these guys are 27, so they're only going to grow. He's only going to get bigger and stronger over there at Hewitt Trustful. So he's a kid that I'm telling you, he has a real chance. A real chance, dude. So shout out to him also. Next on this list, Jonathan Trey Bright. 6'6" big man from Albertville. Bro, Albertville going to be good. The only problem is they're in that hellacious area with Sparkman, Huntsville High, Albertville, and Grissom, right? That is I think Grissom's still in that area. That's a super, super, super tough area. So, but I think they're going to be able to compete. Don't get me wrong. I think Albertville, we had another Albertville 2028 in the building, Owen Booker. He's going to be able to contribute this year. But Trey Bright is one that I'm going to tell you, I saw him knock down several corner threes during 5-on-5 play, right? And, we love our corner boys, Breezy. But when you got a 6'6" big body kid like that who can really bang down low, but in the pick and roll game can step out and make shots, or in a 5-out system, a lot of coaches like to run 5. I'm not a fan of it, but a lot of coaches love to run 5-out now, right? So if you got a big 6'6" guy who would normally be a pick and pop 4 or a post player in a traditional offensive system, he's a guy that you can place in a 5-out system with that body and that skill set, and he can still play because he can knock down the quarter 3. He can knock down the pick and pop 3. And like I say, I saw him several times knock down several corner 3s in 5-on-5 play. And then also when I watched him in the back gym in Coach David Hines' session where they were working on drive and kick. I saw his catch and shoot in drive and kick situations is high level, right? So if he continues to develop on that, get in better shape, continue to work on that body, continue to work on that footwork, get bigger, faster, stronger. Trey Bright is another one that's going to be that's also going to be on the radar of many college coaches coming up in the near future. But last and very not least on this list, man, and I left this one last on purpose, and because this was a kid I wasn't familiar with, right? I wasn't very familiar with him. This was the first time that I remember. I might have seen him somewhere before, but this was the first time that I can remember that he's been in front of me. And that's Jake Pilger from UMS Wright. He from down in that Mobile area. So, we got to do a better job of getting down to that area. But, man, Jake came in. He's a problem. He's a problem, bro. Like, I was watching. He was on that dark blue team. And that dark blue team, he was on the court with Darian Reddick. But I'm going to tell you, Jake can not only shoot it, but he is a solid PG. Like, you're not speeding him up. You're not going to overpower him. You're not going to intimidate him. He plays with an edge, right? He a redhead, so he a firecracker. You know what I mean? So he has that personality, but he really showed me he could shoot the ball. But after watching him in a couple of drills and then watching him in 3-on-3, I was like, okay, yeah, he can shoot the basketball. But once I started watching him in 5-on-5, and guys, I'm going to tell you, one thing that I loved about camp was the defensive intensity. Guys were picking guys up full court. Especially on the big court, they were picking up 94. That's a regulation. That's a 94-50 down there in Spain Park. No, they were picking up 94, and he just showed the ability that I can handle this pressure. I can handle against pressure. I can not only just handle against pressure, but I can handle against pressure and still be able to get us into our offense and get us into what we need to get into from a coach's standpoint, from an offensive standpoint, from a team standpoint. Because a lot of times, if your point guard is getting sped up and they can't do the things they need to do in order to initiate your offense, that throws everything out of whack, right? And with him being the size that he is, he's really able to do those things. So he's a point guard that I said this in the article. I think he's gonna garner some collegiate looks. He's gonna garner some next level looks over the next couple of years, this season and next season, of course, going through next summer. And of course, if he continues to come to the iBall radio events and continue to put himself on the map and put himself in front of college coaches, somebody's gonna pull the trigger on a Jake Pilger eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
You love guys like that. Listen, I don't know much about him, right? We just meeting, just building a relationship, but I bet he's a gym rat, dog. He looked like one of them guys that's gonna put up 500 on the gun a day.
Yeah,
like I'm in the gym all day, his personality, and I kind of had the chance to talk to him once or twice on the side, in between in between sessions and in between games, and I really believe, bro, he's one of those guys that's a gym. You just know his personality. He loves ball, right? He loves basketball, and whatever he has to do to play it, and he drove all the way up from Mobile on a Saturday morning to be in camp, right? So
had to leave early.
Early.
Had to leave about 3:30.
Early, dog. Hey, shout out to all our Mobile participants.
Man, y'all get a horn.
Yeah, y'all get a horn, man. Shout out to all our Mobile participants that drove up and showed and proved at camp on Saturday, man. But yeah, Jake Pilger, man, please take a look at UMS Wright this year, because he's gonna be one of them that you really want to pay attention to, man. But that's that list there, man. That's our 2026, 2027 standout list from camp on Saturday, man. We'll be dropping a 2028 list tomorrow, and we'll drop a 2029. I'll probably drop both of those tomorrow, 28 and 29 standout list tomorrow. So be on the lookout for those articles coming tomorrow. Also, we got coming. I got y'all just got to wait and see. I got some cool articles coming. Because, like I say, this rollout of this content gonna be a little bit over a week and a half, right? So get ready for some camp content up until about next Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll still be having that camp content rolling out, man. But because we got a lot of names to name, and we got a lot of things to cover, just situations and events, and 2 Live Q, and that ain't really how we roll. We love it. We understand it's a part of the game, and we got to do it. But be on the lookout for conductions and 2 Live Q recaps of camp. They should be coming out real soon. That's going to be y'all video content. I know y'all love to see the video content. That's where I'm going to end the show with, because we're going to get out of here in a second. But that's what I'm going to kind of talk about, bro, is, I got word that somebody's like, man, it ain't no content coming out from the iBall camp. I was like, what y'all watching? What you looking at if you ain't seeing the content? And I was like, oh, y'all want that fluff content.
They want that highlight stuff.
Y'all want the highlight. Y'all want us to show clips of somebody missing a dunk and everybody going crazy and be like, oh, he almost, bro, that ain't what we do. This ain't we do not subscribe to the new age basketball content. We're not content creators. We create content. It's a difference between a content creator and a creator of content. We are creators of content, bro. So the content that we create is what you see. We come on here and we talk about it. We get on the phone and we talk to coaches. We get in text message and DMs. We talk to coaches, right? We write these articles. We do these evaluations and write-ups. We send them out to college coaches. College coaches subscribe to our website. They go on there and they read these articles. They look at your player cards. They look at, so listen, bro, our content is different. We book guys to come shoot the content, that other type of content, the 2 Live Q and Conduction. We brought them in to give you that content, and they're going to be giving that content out to you. But if you want the iBall radio style, bro, go read the articles, come watch the show, and that's how you get our opinion and see what we think about things. We ain't from the highlight era, right? We ain't from the highlight era. So we listen, we talk to college coaches every day about this. We just had a conversation with Coach Austin Hardeman yesterday about this. It's needed, but it can be overdone.
Yeah, for sure.
Can be overdone, and we don't want to do that.
Overdone, yeah.
Everything could be overdone, bro, and we don't want to do that. That's why we go 2 times a week right now. Now we're gonna move up to a couple of days a week. Well, we actually go 4 days a week. I forgot about that. We actually go 4 days a week, man. But like I say, we're gonna continue to build this thing up, man, and do it differently, man. Do it the way that it has actual value. Just not, we don't do it. That's the thing, Breezy. That's what I'm gonna say. We don't do it for clicks and comments, right? We're not doing this for likes. We're not doing it for comments. We're not doing it for views. We're doing this to bring recognition to our hoopers in the state of Alabama any way we see fit, and how we can get them to the next level if that's their aspiration. Point blank, period.
Period.
Nothing less to say.
Period.
Nothing left to say. Nothing left to say. But with that being said, man, just to recap real quick, man, iBallRadio.com. Go subscribe. Go get your subscription to iBallRadio.com. Premium or standard, whatever floats your boat, premium or standard, we can roll that out. But also the iBall Radio Junior Skills Camp coming in September, Spain Park High School, class of 2032 to 2034. Be on the lookout.
Going down.
If you got a kid in the class of 2032 to 2034, be on the lookout. September, the iBall Radio Junior Skills Camp is on the way. Class of 2030, 2031. We're going to try to fit something up in there for y'all. We might do a mini camp for y'all just to fit y'all in, because like I say, if we do 26 through 29 and 2032 to 2034, well, we can't leave 2030 and 2031 out, right? So we're going to try to fit a mini camp in. We're going to see what dates we can get that done. See if we can fit a mini camp in for y'all to come get some recognition on those guys entering middle school, so we can start evaluating and recognizing them. But like you say, every time we create a platform for you to get in front of us, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, because like you say, there's no guarantee that we're going to be able to come to you. So if we create a platform for you to be able to come to us, make sure you're in the building. Point blank and period. With that being said, Breezy, run the Breezy. Let's get up out of here.
Gotta show up.
But man, appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight right here on the iBall Radio live call-in show. Tell them spam callers to stop calling me, man. We got a call-in show. We ain't got time for spam. But appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man. Make sure you go follow us on all social media at iBall Radio. That's little IBALL Radio. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Twitch, YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube page. iBall Radio YouTube page, man. We drop content on there every single day. Go subscribe to our YouTube page, man. Run our numbers up on there, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's like to say, go follow Breezy at Breezy iBall _Breezy.
Yep.
Go follow him, and of course at iBall Radio, and you can go follow my X page at Coach _iBall, and also go follow the iBall Radio page. Follow us on Twitch, everything, man. We are everywhere. But more importantly, go subscribe to the website so you can stay up to date on all the articles, write-ups, evaluations, camps, interviews, Coach's Corner show. We got the player circle coming up very, very soon. We're going back into the player circle. So be on the lookout for that, man. So we got a lot of great things. If you're out there and you want to be a partner and a part of what we got going on, hit us up, man. Partnership. slots are available. Sponsorship slots are available. So make sure you hit the DM, hit the telephone, or hit the email, info@iballradio.com. That's info@iballradio.com. Any other questions, man? Hit the DM. We always open the questions. We talk to everybody all the time. Ain't nobody never gonna get an answer. You always gonna get an answer from us, man. And with that being said, Breezy, holla at these folks, man.
Hey, man, it's your boy Breezy, and it ain't easy.
It ain't easy, man. And you already know. They call me coach because I teach you how to ball. Until next week, we out of here. Peace. Long live Hero.
For sure.